Hey everyone, this is Yami. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I like to share inexpensive home decor DIYs and tutorials so that you can make your home beautiful on a budget. Every time I start a new big project in my home where I am going to transform the entire look of a room, I like to start with a vision board, and I have shared several on my channel. The most recent one being the sunroom, and I actually created two different versions. One that I created for the everyday look of the sunroom, and I also created one for how I wanted it to look for Christmas. And you guys absolutely love them, and several of you wanted to know how I went about creating it. So in this video, I am going to show you how to create it without any Photoshop experience and without having to buy any expensive computer applications. You're going to learn how to do it just like I do for free. Okay, so where I like to go to create all of my design boards is on Canva. That's canva.com. And once you create your free profile, you can start creating any design that you want. Now, if you look around here, there's already some design options for posters, presentations, there's YouTube thumbnails, there's Facebook covers, and you can just pick one of them. Now, I like to use the YouTube thumbnail for mine because obviously I do like to share it with you guys on the screen, and I also like a nice big horizontal picture whenever I want to see everything put together. Also, instead of just selecting this one, you can just go in here and do custom dimensions. Now, the dimensions for a YouTube thumbnail is 1280 by 720, and you're just going to create a new design, and it's going to give you a blank space to work with, just like this. So to the left of the screen, you will see different types of templates, and you can use some of these, but for a vision board you want something nice and crisp and white and plain on the background, so we're just going to leave it as is. Now, I will say some of this stuff on the left side does cost money, some of it is free, so just be on the lookout for that. You have places right here where you can add photos, you can add different shapes and grids and frames, you can add any text that you want, and then there's also background patterns. And of course, the one that you're going to be using the most is uploads, because we're going to be grabbing images from where you get your inspiration and we're going to be applying it on here. Now, since I still had to create the vision board for my laundry room, I thought I'd share the entire process. Once we know what it is that we want for our room, whichever one it is that you're creating, then we can start pulling those images and putting them together. So first things first, I know that I am going to be having a washer and dryer in there, which I already have. So the main things that I want to get are my washer and dryer, and I already have them up here. So I like to go to the website wherever it is that I can find my product. Now, what I like to do is I like to get an image with a clean white background, nothing else in the picture, because I like to have these as clean as possible. So then the next step is to grab the image. Really quick before we move forward, we are taking images from the internet. Obviously somebody took them, it belongs to somebody, they have copyrights on them. Now, as long as you are taking these screenshots and using them for your own personal use, it's totally fine. It's when you start reproducing these and selling them or making money off of them or claiming that they are your own, that's where you start getting into trouble. I'm sure a lot of you guys probably have questions about that, and I wanted to go ahead and address it right now. So I have a Mac, and in order for me to do screenshots, I have to do Shift Command and the number 4, and then I get this little guy right here. And all I do is I try to get as close as possible to the actual product that I'm trying to take a picture of, and I drag my mouse over it, and it takes a picture of it. Now, this automatically saves to my desktop, so I know exactly where they're going. So then I'm going to go and get the dryer. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Again, I'm going to get really close, drag, and take a picture of the entire thing. All right, so you guys know that we've already tiled our laundry room, and this right here is the tile that we actually used. So I want to go ahead and include that in my vision board so I can get a complete idea of what it all is going to look like together. So again, I'm going to do this and take a picture. Now for this one, since it's kind of cut off right here and here as well, I'm just going to focus on the middle tile, and I am just going to take a picture of that. Another thing that we want to add to the vision board is a set of double barn doors. Now, I went to Google, and this is what came up when I Googled double barn doors. And a lot of these images that you can see right here are of actual doors that are hung and don't necessarily look very nice when you apply them to a vision board, because all this background noise, it's going to start making it look really messy and not clean. So what I like to do is I like to find the barn doors for this example that are the closest to what I'd like to have. Maybe something like this. They aren't going to be sliding barn doors, they're going to be opening, but for now that's perfectly fine. Something that I can just grab the perimeter of the image and that only. Now that's actually a pretty good one right here, and I'm just going to look a little bit further. Oh, here we go. Something like this. Now I obviously click on that and I see it right here. Now sometimes these will get in the way, but for this you can actually take a picture of it right here on the screen. But let's see what it looks like on the actual website. So I'm just going to try this one, and I'm going to take a screenshot. Now I know I wanted a laundry room sign. I actually went to the website. It's found in Kirkland's, and as you can see right here, there's the very clean version of it with a white crisp background, and that's the one that I want to take a picture of. Okay, so I'm going to keep grabbing all of the elements that I want in my laundry room, and then we're going to go back to Canva. Okay, so now we are back in Canva. We're going to go to the uploads section, and we're going to upload all of those images that we just got from the internet, and we're going to upload them to Canva. Then once they are all uploaded, you simply drag and drop. Now when doing this, I like to start off with the two main things that are going to be in the room. In this case, it's going to be the washer and dryer. Okay, so for this, I went ahead and made these a little bit smaller, and all you got to do is just drag in the corners like this, and you can resize any of your images. All right, then we're going to add the floors. And remember, I only got one tile, but you can always duplicate it. So what I like to do, in case you want more than just one tile to show up, all you have to do is right click and duplicate it, or copy it, or you can go up here and just duplicate it, just like that. And all of a sudden you have more than one tile. Now if you want, you can always put it behind the washer and dryer. And because I added it after I added the washer and dryer to this screen right here, all I got to do is hit position and take it backwards. Now, one of my tips to make this look a little bit more professional is to not leave any large borders around the images. You want to crop them as tightly as possible, so that way there are no large borders lying on top of each item when you overlay them. Another thing I like to do is to lay them out as they would be in real life. So right now I know I want my cabinet directly above the washer and dryer, and I also want shelves on either side. So that's what I'm going to do here as well. Now Canva has another cool feature. As you can see, there are 3 individual shelves, but I do have the ability to group them and duplicate them all at once and move them together. You also want to scale items in your vision boards as they would be in real life. I believe that actually makes it look better as well. Also, the more items and more details that you add to your vision board, the better it will look. And then one last thing, just keep tweaking it until you're happy with it. And finally, when you get it done, all you have to do is save it, print it out, or just keep it on your computer. And then you have your vision for what you want to do to your room. It's as easy as that. And I personally am one person that likes a consistent theme throughout a home. So I will have several vision boards in this one file right here. That way I can look at everything side by side and kind of make sure that it all flows well together. And here are some of the ones that I've already created. As you can see, I'm a pretty consistent person when it comes to color schemes. I really hope this answered your questions, and if you have any more that arose from this video, please make sure to list them in the comments below. If you learned something, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if there's anything else that I do like behind the scenes on my channel that you would like to learn more about, let me know. And if we get enough interest, I would be happy to do another video like this. And if you do create one, make sure to tag me on Instagram so that I can get to see it as well. Alright guys, I will see you all in the next video. Until then, adios!